Hi, today we are going to discuss how to add one of the mergExt externals to your app. Here we have mergSettings, and first thing we need to do is unzip the archive. Inside the archive you'll see there's a demo, there's a .lcext, LiveCode external file, and there's also a folder for older versions of LiveCode before LiveCode 5.5.2. The reason why there is a folder for them is because there is a change to the externals, the way the standalone builder uses externals, and they're now all archived into one file rather than being a folder. If you're on LiveCode 5.5.2 or higher, I will discuss that first, and if you are on an earlier version, I will discuss that second. You also see a resources folder. These files are very important for the external to function correctly, and you need to ensure that they are chosen individually and imported so that they are in the root of your app folder, app directory, when app bundle. Excuse me. When the standalone is built. So the first thing we're going to do is open up LiveCode 5.5.3 and open up the demo. Here's the demo, and we go to standalone application settings and copy files. Now, you'll probably find in most of the demos is the paths from my computer. You need to delete all those. I may change it later at some stage so that you don't have those and it's all correct. But at the moment, that's how it will probably be. So remove all these from there. And first thing we want to do is add the external. Next thing we want to do is add any files that the demo requires. You'll see that in this demo there's a settings.bundle. This is where you set up the settings for mergSettings so that the settings app can display the correct interface, and in-app settings can also do it. The next thing you want to do is ensure that all the resources are added correctly. These are nib files that I'm adding here, and they are what displays the user interface of the in-app settings kit. So if you're presenting the in-app settings kit in your app, then you definitely need these files included in a way that will make sure that they are in the root of the app bundle. So this way they're full paths, and the external load builder will put them in the root of the app bundle. That way the external, when it's running, will be able to find those files correctly. Okay, so now we should be good to go. You want to make sure that you've got your own provisioning profile selected, and that you've got everything else set how you want it, and we should be able to test this now. We'll choose merge test that, and we'll make sure we've got a test target which is about right. So we can open up the settings dialog, turn properties on and off, select, use the scale, and then find out the values. And you can also set what we're seeing is there's a setup. This preference is set up to be a string, true or false. Set to false. Okay, there you have it. Now, if you are using LiveCode, a version of LiveCode earlier than 5.5.2, then you can't choose this LiveCode external file. You need to choose one of the folders. I'll remove that one, and then you add. You go into pre-LiveCode 5.5.2. Now here's where it gets a little bit more complicated. You need to know which version of iOS SDK you're compiling against. If you are running Xcode 4.2, then you'll be compiling against iOS 5. If you're running Xcode 4.3 or 4.4, you'll be compiling against iOS 5.1. There's no iOS 6 here because versions prior to LiveCode 5.5.3 don't support iOS 6, so there's no point adding iOS 6 here. So this will support versions of LiveCode back to version 5 and versions of Xcode back to version 4.2